In this video, we will be exploring the history of the RSI Polaris, a Corvette-sized capital-class ship in Star Citizen, planned to be released later this year, with both in-game and out-of-game lore. From the website, the description of the Polaris reads, "The Polaris is a nimble Corvette-class capital ship that packs a powerful punch with a full armament of turrets and torpedoes. Intended for use as both a naval patrol ship and to serve as the flagship of militia operations, the Polaris has the capacity to perform search and rescue operations, light strike missions, and general security patrols. The Polaris includes the facilities to repair, rearm and refuel a single fighter, light bomber, or support ship. The Polaris was fast-tracked for development following last year's Vandal attack on the Vega system. The request for proposal specified a smaller, first-response alternative to the Idris-class frigates currently serving with both the UE Navy and private concerns. Roberts Space Industries' Polaris bid was selected due to its unique combination of a fully equipped small craft hangar and an array of torpedo tubes that let it punch above its weight class. As part of the recent militia mobilization initiative, the Polaris is being made available to citizens so they can protect contested and dangerous regions around the Empire. The UE military will also utilize the Polaris as a standard patrol and picket ship, where it is expected to be especially effective supporting larger fleet movements. A percentage of funds from the Polaris sale will support continued mobilization and relief efforts across the Empire. The UE created the Militia Mobilization Initiative to embolden the general public to help defend the Empire from the Vandal and other aggressive forces. To facilitate the arming of new militias or home defense units, they will be able to purchase a variety of military-grade and specialty ships. In the out-of-game lore, the Polaris has seen a lot of changes from the original concept. On the day it was announced in 2016, there were some discrepancies between the information on the website and the information in the brochure. According to the ship brochure, it had 24 size 6 torpedoes and 7 gun turrets, 2 of them automated and 5 manned. In addition, it had an automated missile pod on the top of the ship. It was planned to have 2 medium computers, 3 large shield generators, and light armor. Its original length was 155 meters. It had a hangar for a small support ship, a cargo capacity of 216, and was to be operated by a crew of 13 to 24. 2 Q&As were released shortly after the concept sale, giving us updated information. We learned that it was then planned to have 4 size 10 torpedo launch tubes, 5 man turrets with 2 size 4 weapons, 1 remote turret with 2 size 5 weapons, 1 automated turret with 2 size 4 weapons, and 2 anti-fighter missile racks with 16 size 3 missiles each. We got a look at the updated concept in 2022 during an episode of Inside Star Citizen that showed us the new concept mesh. The Polaris started its 83 weeks in production in April of 2023. We got another video with a look at the white box progress at CitizenCon in 2023. Work is currently planned through the beginning of November 2024, with a targeted release at the IAE event in Star Citizen sometime in November. Throughout Fleet Week 2024, it was on display on the expo floor, and was leading the UE fleet around the Stanton system. With its updated model in the game files, we were able to see the statistics of the Polaris at that time. During Fleet Week, the ship was equipped with a remote missile turret with 12 size 2 missiles, 1 size 4 remote turret with quad size 3 weapons, 2 size 5 man turrets with quad size 3 weapons, 2 size 5 man turrets with dual size 4 weapons, and 1 size 5 man turret with dual size 5 weapons. Total sustained DPS for the gun turrets alone was almost 11,000. It also had 16 forward-facing missiles and 28 size 9 torpedoes. Torpedo and missile damage was over 11 million. The size 9 torpedoes were placeholders for the slated size 10. The ship had a space combat maneuvering speed, also known as SCM, of 210 meters a second, a boosted speed of 400, and a max navigation speed of 900 meters a second. The Polaris had a placeholder capital shield identical to that of one of the shields on the 890 jump. The power plant and cooler were also capital-sized, and the QT drive was a size 3. The hydrogen fuel capacity was listed at 2,500,000 for the 6 main thrusters, giving a maximum of forward force of 5 Gs. It also had a quantum fuel capacity of 15,000, giving a range of 302 gigameters. The Polaris had a physical size of 87 meters wide, 40 meters tall, and 181 meters long, a cargo capacity of 432 SCU, and could house a crew of 12. In an episode of Inside Star Citizen during Fleet Week, we were given a preview of the interior of the Polaris, along with a detailed look at the exterior. We saw the bridge, and a few other places. We could see that the onboard hangar was large enough to fit the RSI Scorpius. Shortly after Fleet Week, the developers said that the ship was going to be getting upgunned to better deal with other large ships. I think that the Polaris is going to be the perfect capital ship for small organizations. With its smaller crew requirements, it is more likely to be pulled out on weekdays, while a Javelin or Idris may only get brought out on the weekends, when there are enough players to crew them. It has all the facilities that you would need, and the ability to bring a smaller ship is a huge bonus. In addition, being the smallest cap ship, we can assume that the claim times are going to be shorter than that of the larger, more expensive ships. That's all for this video. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And stay tuned in for more videos on this behemoth of a ship.